I'll be coughing a lot. Nothing I can do about it. Sorry. There we go. Okay, I'm ready. Let's
Yeah,
just.
we're missing a
set up.
few people here and there, but with the
Yeah,
holidays
that's to
coming
be
around, we
expected
can't help it.
considering the special circumstances. But
Yeah.
we'll worry
Just
about the explanation later. For now, let's just get started.
We even have one player that's gravely injured. In fact, he may not
Yeah.
last until the end of the session.
He's got a
But hold
broken
on.
leg and he's on painkillers, so we don't know when he's gonna pass out. So look forward to that in the middle
We
of
may
the
have to
session.
hold a small funeral for him.
just a tiny one.
Just a little altar. I'll make it look nice, don't worry.
I just thought of something. If Rhaegar dies, my new convert, aka Wilfred, will just pray to me for 24 hours, and I'll be better.
What? What? No, we're not doing that. No. Shut up.
Spoilers.
Anyway,
Spoilers.
that shh, spoilers. No, nobody heard that. Shh, spoilers.
Spoilers.
Okay. Fuck, I forgot. Where the fuck did I put the music?
I remember there was something about a demon army. And that's all I can remember. Oh, and Eddie's character died and then you reanimate him.
He's my minion.
Let's just say some stuff happened.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit happens, and Eddie wasn't really happy about that.
Okay then. Right. When last we left off, which was, I can't remember when because whatever, doesn't matter now. Shh. Explanations later. Some shit went sideways. You guys were engaged against the united demon army that was sent against the Empire. And you fought alongside the humans and angels in order to protect it. But just as the army was starting to die out, there were some complications. Both sides took massive casualties. It was a battle of attrition. And in the end, you realized that the one who's behind it all is actually... Wait, where the fuck's that picture? It's still so
Oh my
hard to
God.
scroll. Give me a sec. There we go. The one who's actually behind it is the blade itself. It's one of the 10 cursed blades, an Nox Noctoros, that has been manipulating events from the shadows. It has taken control over the Empire's ruler, and it has been manipulating events from both sides, so that both humans and demons would kill each other. As if that was not bad enough, suddenly there was an earthquake. And another surprise left behind by the Herald of Fire ruled its ugly head. A giant elder dragon that literally split a mountain in half and bellowed out among rock and magma, looking over the battlefield as the entire earth beneath it trembled. It basically destroyed half the mountain range that was surrounding the field, just by popping its head out with a roar. And as it pops out and lets out a mighty roar, the entire earth around you begins to crumble and shatter, causing massive chasms and raising a lot of dust, embers, and scorched earth like remains and such. The entire battlefield is filled with smoke, and what remains of the human army, they're tired, they're wounded, many of them are dead. They're just giving up. They're dropping their swords. They're not believing what they're seeing. This dragon's shadow is literally covering the battlefield. That's how huge it is. This is one of these legendary beasts that you've only heard in tales. Ones that when slain cause massive catastrophes that can destroy entire worlds. Their sheer
I know, I was
presence
one last session.
destroys worlds. Yeah, you
I
were
don't-
for a minute.
Yeah, shame you're not
All
one
you
now
see
and you can't
around
have
you
a
is
giant
the human
castle.
armies, or what remains of them, dropping their weapons and surrendering. They're just dropping to their knees in despair. They're just done. Their will is broken. They've got nothing left in them. And as you
Aw.
look behind you, you see that the city walls are almost completely crumbled. There are many dead on them. Blood is just dripping down the walls. There's almost nothing left remaining. The entire battlefield is scorched and destroyed. There's only blood and death everywhere. The dragon just
shit.
looks curiously at the battlefield. Its eyes are scouring and looking for something.
Ugh.
Where's Hemlock?
Well,
During the massive catastrophe that this dragon caused simply by emerging, the entire battlefield has been split off and it's in the midst of chaos. You guys have been mostly split up. Alexander, Taliwa, and William, Alexander, Taliwa, and Roderick, you guys are managed, since you were initially close to each other, you managed to hold on. Now you're together, but you have no idea where anybody else is. You just see some random soldiers here and there around you, and mostly corpses.
Okay, tell me, if I perceive, like, you know, that new power someone gave me, if I look into this thing's soul, could I cut it? Could I cut the string?
Yes, you can, but if you somehow manage to cut it, this thing is gonna cause a massive explosion. Its entire life energy would burst out like a bubble, and it's probably going to destroy the entire planet.
man, I wasted my power. I could have had an awesome one-on-one dragon fight.
That would have been
So
awesome.
basically, if we somehow kill this thing, it will kill all of us. And if we don't kill this thing, it will kill all of us. I wonder what we do.
We killed the thing
As you're
controlling it.
wandering down the dust begins to settle a little bit, and you see that the dragon found what it was looking for. It was looking for you guys.
Oh
Of course
dear.
it was.
Oh,
Rather than speak, you hear a booming voice coming inside your minds. It's using telepathy in order to speak. It doesn't speak directly. So you just hear its mocking and laughing laughter inside your heads. There you are. So you were the ones that opposed my master's will.
who said that?
Alexander's just staring up at him, still defiant. he just slaughtered 4 generals. He's still on a combat high.
Yeah, he sees that you're still willing to fight, and that just amuses the dragon. Considering that pretty much everybody around you guys has given up, and they're just wallowing in despair.
Roderick's like, oh, he just thinks I'm already dead, so like, what's the worst thing that could happen to me?
Actually,
So he's
I'm
gonna, hang on,
Yeah, come on.
I was gonna
Come.
do something. He's gonna like look up to the dragon. Oh shit, I wish I could take my helmet off, but I can't. And he's
You
gonna go
can
to the
if you
dragon and say,
want, but you're not gonna be a very pretty sight.
I don't care. Anyway, he's gonna. Actually, he's not. He's just gonna look up to the dragon. He has the shield in one arm, on his left arm, and the sword in the other. And he's gonna look at the dragon and say, "All right, dragon, I challenge you."
Oh my gosh.
What? Right, while Roderick's this single tiny little one dead is going, I challenge you towards the giant dragon. Alexander's
Yeah, man.
looking around
He
to
just
see
flicked you.
if he can find Hemlock or any like the hero.
Unfortunately, the entire battlefield is a wreck. Finding something is gonna take a while. So do you wanna start searching?
I can't. I don't have time to search for them. There's so many people that I need to find.
As you say that, Roderick, as you give your challenge to the dragon, he just bellows out a chuckle. A chuckle that if he was using his real mouth, he'd probably cause another earthquake. But luckily, you just hear the chuckle in your head, which is still not a very pleasant experience if you think about it. Also kind of weird. You dare challenge me, mortal, despite me standing in front of you in all my glory. He chuckles again. My name is Typhon. My strength uproots mountains. My spirit casts a shadow on your world. In the name of the Herald of Fire, I come to claim your lives. But do not mistake this for a fight. This will not be a fight. This will be a massacre. He spread his wings, his shadow not only covering the battlefield, it covers the entire city.
Oh joy.
I don't know why, but it seems slightly unfair because I'm thinking, hey, I can rally the troops, and I'm just like, against what?
Uh-huh.
You can just flick them.
I want to ask him, like, okay, if you serve the Herald of Fire and you're so powerful, like, why do you serve him? I mean, look at you. He just chuckles, like, holy shit, like, really?
Because
You
it might
serve
be
him?
amusing to him.
By the way, quick reminder, you still have something from the library if you wanna gain some last minute information.
Aha!
Friendly reminder from
By
your
the way-
helpful GM.
Yeah, he's gonna look around and he's gonna see O'Sullivan's little out cold body on the ground, pick it up, put his hand in the cloak, pull out the library card and toss O'Sullivan aside.
Let's pickpocket the dead.
Onto a nice little pile. He's out cold. He just goes poof onto undead corpses. But you know, he's still alive.
So you wanna use the library card, right?
Yes.
What knowledge do you seek?
There's so much. Why does this only have to be a one-time thing? Fucking NPCs. Alright, probably learning about this dude may do something, but if I learn about the sword, I'll probably learn about this dragon in turn. Because clearly
Keep
he's
in
saying
mind
that's the...
that your deal was whatever you got in exchange for that library card at the time, you're gonna get knowledge that's of equal value. If you ask about the blade, that's one of 10 legendary cursed blades. How much info do you think it's gonna be worth?
What did we trade for it again?
Some gems that you got from another dragon.
Oh yeah, that's that. Well, the only other thing is the dragon, but this thing seems a little bit so fucking huge and intimidating. I don't think a few gems is gonna earn us much information.
How to defeat an elder dragon.
It's up to you, man. If you wanna learn something about the sword, that's fine. Even though right now I don't think it's the sword you need to worry about.
Yeah, I guess I'd do the dragon then, because that's the one thing that's standing in my way.
Oh, there is a few other things you can ask, but okay, let's see what you can
can't
learn
think of
about
anything.
dragon.
Dude, it's been weeks. I don't remember shit.
Okay, this dragon introduced himself as Typhon. Let's see what we'll learn about him. Typhon, or how he is known in the past as Typhos, was the most fearsome monster of Greek mythology, the last son of Gaia, fathered by Tartarus. Typhon was with his mate Echidna, the father of many famous monsters. So
Just throw a
basically,
mountain on top of him.
the dragon you face, since he's an elder dragon, you know that he is one of the most ancient beings in existence. He is basically the father of monsters. All monsters came from him. He is also famous for causing dreams and nightmares. So basically, everything that can torment your everyday life, he embodies. Basically, he's the darkness that follows every light.
I am the darkness in the light.
So yeah, his strength is in creating monstrosities, both living and inside dreams. And true to his name, you see that he's not gonna waste much more time. You see that he is prepping up his throat. Taliwa clearly sees what he's doing because she knows dragons better than anybody. He is getting ready to breathe something out. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be fireball. He's about to release some kind of breath, but it's not a fireball.
Okay,
Ooh, I want to get away from that.
How?
Far away, duh.
No, run away.
Thanks.
It's like saying run away from a falling skyscraper. You're not
Guys,
going to get
shut
far.
up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Okay, I'm gonna look at Alexander and say, Alexander, I think I can kill him, but we have to get him
We're
away
nowhere
from
near
this
each other,
fucking world.
dude.
No,
We're
no,
nowhere
you're
near.
close to each other because you were before everything, before shit
Oh,
hit the
okay.
fan, you were close to each other.
Okay.
Yeah, so I say, I think I can kill him, or, you know, make sure it can't get us, but it has to get away from this world. Is there anything that can get us somewhere else?
Yeah, Alexander just shakes his head.
Alright. Nice day, guys.
I don't know any
And-
competition spells.
I actually, fuck. I don't know what to do, guys. I mean, we're
Yeah,
stoned.
we just
Captive
it's been so long we can't remember what happened, what our plans were, and it's just so big. We're just like
Retreat!
fuck.
Retreat!
What do you want to turn into?
Dragon! Retreat!
Alexander
The
wouldn't.
dragon
retreat.
just laughs at your
Sitting down
at your attempt to run. As he breathes out, some kind of black dark mist leaves his mouth, and he quickly coats the entire battlefield and the entire city behind you. You are all enveloped in some kind of darkness.
Shit. Well, there
When
goes
the
my
darkness
plan.
begins, when the darkness begins to clear up a little bit, just a sec. Wait, where's the picture? What the fuck? Just a sec. There we go, come on. Where did I put it?
Do it.
Oh my god, there's so many. Fuck it, doesn't matter. Okay. So after a while you get enveloped in the darkness, and as the darkness begins to swirl around, you realize that the place where you end up seems a little bit familiar. It's you end up in a sort of similar place where the Fateweaver usually brings you, but he's not here, and you're not sure how exactly you got here. You hear earth-shattering sounds like glass breaking, and the darkness soon begins to dispel, and you see abundance of stars around you.
Cool, I'm in space.
Yeah, it's sort of like that weird feeling where you don't know where you end up, just like when the Fateweaver like teleports you around. Alexander, I assume you picked your name because you know what it means, right?
Yes.
It means defender of men, right? You know that.
Yes.
As you guys are wondering what happened to the dragon and what happened to the entire battlefield around you, somebody steps out from the shadows, and you guys are suddenly in a very dark room. The stars around you are gone, and you seem to be manifesting somewhere. You just don't know where. A suave young man walks into the room with a cocky grin on his face and says, "Ah, Alexander, I've been waiting to meet you, defender of men. Nice name." He points his
fuck
finger
me.
at you and smiles.
Is this the hero?
You must be Taliwa and Roderick as well.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Frost just comes out of Roderick's faceplate like a
Frosty
mist.
sigh.
He smiles and puts his hand on his waist. I kind of wish we'd met under better circumstances, however.
I'm dead,
Yes.
aren't I? Again.
These are not the best circumstances, are they?
No,
What are we?
none of you are dead yet. Well, apart from you, Roderick, but you know, he chuckles.
I can't die.
So I hear.
He just nods. He's gotten over that. Whatever. It's whatever. Then where are we?
You are... How should I best put it? Nobody knows the other side better than you, Roderick, since you were there and came back. Between
Okay,
the world, let's say you're between the world of the living and the dead. Some
Where's the
place
gate?
that nothing exists. And yet, here we are.
I just say, where's the gate?
Around.
Actually, I'm gonna look around for that gigantic fucking gate.
There's no gate here, Roderick. We are in a place that codes that does not work under the same laws that we are used to in the world of the living or the dead. This is the edge, or some call it the boundary. This is a place where powerful entities, where black holes and such exist. And it's a little bit hard to explain how this place works. Let's just say that there's a lot of things here that are better off staying here. For instance, this is where the White Knight and the Fateweaver are locked up.
Whoa,
Locked
what?
up. You make it sound like they are prisoners.
Yes,
Because
indeed.
he is. I look at the Fateweaver, I mean, the bastard started everything.
There are many creatures that exist that are very powerful. I assume you already met a few of them, like that tiny whelp, Typhon.
I've
Yeah, it's
met a
tiny.
few.
Roger
Creatures
just
like
comes in.
these cause massive catastrophes and destroy worlds. They have no place among the living, nor the afterlife. So most of them end up here, if we're lucky.
Roger says, then why are we here? We're obviously not at y'all's power. Any of those power levels.
I'm not sure how exactly you survived, but you have been brought here. The world you came from doesn't exist anymore.
What?
He waves his hand around and you see something materialize behind him. You see the world that you were just on. It's burning and it's being destroyed by the dragon. Just his sheer breath, one attack from him, caused a massive eruption that split the entire planet in half. The planet is
Right.
being destroyed. You're watching
Right.
its destruction.
Alright, Roger falls
You
to
were
his
so
knees.
helpful.
Fuck, he just failed. Oh jeez, and he's gonna like drop the sword and the shield and he's gonna have his face in his hands. Fuck. That's what goes on with him.
Alexander is rather stoic.
I didn't like
strangely
any of them
enough.
anyway.
The man steps up to you, Roderick, and puts his hand on your shoulder. It's too early to give up yet, Roderick. One world was lost, but many more can be saved.
Typhon. He looks up and like you see like the avatar near him, but it's in the super small form. I want to kill him.
The dragon, though dangerous, is not the one we should be worried about here. The blade that you faced has manifested here, and it can be slain here.
Oh baby.
I need. By the way, Alex turns around by this point, having watched the entirety of that world be destroyed, and he goes, "Then clearly we're going to need a weapon to defeat it."
You already have one. By the way, Alexander, your backpack sounds is suddenly very, very heavy.
Alexander's gonna take off his backpack and check what's inside.
To your surprise, the blade that you got from the White Knight is gone. You don't know why. But instead, the handle that you took from the last blade from just a sec.
The weapon that I
The
used. Yeah,
yeah, the last blade
the
that you
Argonaut
got, the
blade.
handle, the heroic blade. You see that the blade has been restored, and even though it seems very fragile, it's strong enough to be able to swing at least a couple of times.
I do say this is all well and good then if we have the weapon to kill it, but you didn't introduce yourself. You know who we are.
He closes his eyes and smirks. After a few seconds, he opens his eyes again and answers you. Sorry, but I can't tell you my name yet. He then looks over to Alexander. But if you are the defender of men, then I am the leader of men. He just says that so you can guess his name and turns his back to you. It seems that we don't have much more time. You'll excuse me if I go ahead, but there is much I need to prepare. Don't worry. What happens ahead, do not despair. You will not be alone. As he says that, he walks away and his shadow slowly disappears into the darkness.
All right, Roderick picks up his shield and his sword and says, "Let's gonna look at the other two and says, listen, we've been through a lot. I will admit this, and this is our best chance to carry out our mission. We have to keep going, like he said.
I thought our mission was to collect the shards.
That
I don't
to
think
make
you've been
sure
paying
no
attention, Tally. He says, and he's already pulling the blade out and strapping it to his back.
To your surprise, as you are getting accustomed to the world, you end up back in the Empire. But it's not the same place. You immediately recognize that it's not the same place. It's like a mirror. It's the same place, but there's no war, there's no dragons, there's no nothing. This seems to be more like an illusion, like a temporary battlefield inside the boundary that you guys are currently in.
there's no one here, right, besides us.
Well, you're in the city streets and there appears to be no one but you.
That's what I was asking.
Alexander's going to look up
Right.
to the castle and start heading towards it.
Yeah, he's gonna go and he's gonna walk up to him, like next to Alexander, and says, or he won't say anything. We've been through too much for words.
we share the bro non-silent walk, tombstone style.
Yeah, it's the heavy thuds of my armored feet and whatever.
And
you
then
wear,
there's this
I
little
don't know.
elf trying to catch up with
No,
our
I'm
powerful
a
strides going,
dragon.
"Wee."
I'm a dragon.
Oh, I was
I
hoping you'd
never
turn back in.
shifted.
He's actually Roderick's actually gonna start for himself a chant that his country used to do when they were like overwhelmed and outnumbered, basically like a chant of the heroes of his kingdom.
Cool.
As he walks towards it. I'm not gonna say the words, so audience, you can go fuck yourselves. Not doing it.
You're wonderful, you are. You know
As you
words.
expect, you find exactly what you thought inside the main building of the city. The sword is there, and so is its temporary body. But this time the body is not filled. There's no one inside. The Empress is not inside. The armor is hollow. Only its spirit remains. And the blade has been amassing quite a lot, since it feeds on anger, malice, and such negative emotions. This entire war that has been raging for the last 6 months are now bodied up into that armor, and that is his physical form, and that is what's giving him power right now.
And so I look at him and say, I look at the armor and say, "That was your plan?"
No, my plan was to wage war for another couple of years while I grow stronger. Unfortunately, it seems that you have come to mess up my plans. No matter. I will simply find another world and start all over. I am patient, if nothing else."
Alexander steps forward. I'm sorry, but your plan ends here.
And he's gonna step. And Roger's gonna step up and says, "Yes, for all the souls who have died, for my
The
kingdom,
people
for everyone
will
else."
suffer.
He's gonna point his sword at him and says, "You end here."
Really? And how exactly do you plan to stop me? Have you forgotten the last time you stood before me?
Yes, I remember. However, this time it's different. He's gonna reach up, he's gonna grab the sword on his back and slowly draw it and then swing it down to his side.
Nice blade. Mine is better. The guy stands up from his throne. He looks ready to battle as he does that. Though, as he says that, he suddenly stops and starts laughing. It's not going to be enough. What do you think? 1 blade and 3 mortals versus me. He laughs again. Do you really think you can stop me? And as he says that, you hear a voice behind you guys. Yeah, well, you're bad at math. And as he says that, Alexander, you see that some guys are standing behind you. Roderick, you see a rather nostalgic sight behind you as you read the banners. You see that your lions are standing behind you. The ones that you lost during the war with the undead. But they're not undead, and neither is you. When you realize you're no longer undead, inside this boundary, you have been given back your human form. You don't know how exactly it happened or when, but you're human. And all the lions from your country are standing behind you and they're rallying up.
He's gonna tear his helmet off. And this is probably the first time you've ever seen Roderick with like a truly human face.
No, we've
because
seen
he's never really taken his. No.
Alexander has.
Okay, it wasn't unnaturally. It wasn't unnaturally pale. And he's gonna tear it off, and he's gonna look at, he's gonna turn back and like smile. Look at you, sorry lot, coming in when you need, coming in late. He's gonna kind of like, wipe a tear.
Some of the guys laugh and point out something. Hey, at least we're not as late as those guys, and they point somewhere to the side. And you see another group of people are massing up. And they carry with, each one of them carries a bright light. And they say, hey, heroes are always late for the party. They put their hands forward towards Alexander, and you see that they all carry the sign of an Argonaut. And they all smile at you, Alexander. They look battle ready as well.
Alexander smiles and he looks up towards the blade and goes, "You forget where we are, clearly. Here our connections, our bonds, are also our strength. You, however, stand alone, an empty shell, a single blade."
By the way, Alexander, you may have noticed at this time that there's something off about you, though. Your mark is gone. You don't have an Argonaut's mark, and you don't feel your power, nor the wind's power.
Yeah, Alexander's not going to show weakness, though. He's learned.
Yeah, just saying.
He's not going to show that he has lost his power.
By the way, Taliwa, Mushi is not here, and you can't sense him.
Oh,
Mushi, no! That's the biggest loss.
If he dies, my dad dies.
Not the ultimate power or the power of the undead, no, it's the Mushi. The Mushi, no!
Sit down.
Mushi, no.
Is my power actually gone too? Because I'm human now?
No, your powers are still strong, but you are you are fully human.
So you bleed. Bleeding's not good.
Yeah. And he's just gonna, step back into the fold of his men, and he's just gonna look at Alexander and say, well, "It's up to you, oh brave hero." And he's gonna give a mocking bow.
You see at this point that the cursed blade in front of you is furious. You can see it in his burning eyes. He is furious at the sight before him. He's very pissed off.
Make sure you follow my lead. And with that, Alexander charges towards the blade.
Very well. If you will not serve me willingly, then I will see you all die. And this entire plane, everything around me, will burn to ashes. He jumps down the stairs and so he can meet you guys as you're charging at him, and you see that behind him darkness begins to swell. And it starts summoning monsters and taking shape into corrupted beings.
You just hear Roger yell, "Lines of Andor, forward!" And that was it. And he's just gonna charge.
The Lance let out a battle roar and charge headfirst into the fight. Fear is not a word they know, so they charge without any worry.
Yeah,
The
Lions
heroes,
were-
not to be outdone, they're not as well organized since they're more individual fighters rather than used to fighting as a group. They kind of split up and just do their own thing. There's some that are good at magic, some that are archers, some that are good with bows, with spears, with swords. So they just split up and start supporting wherever somewhere appears a gap in your defenses or somebody needs support. They immediately react and fight there, while your alliance are serving as the main driving force to push the battlefield.
Yeah.
By the way, as I'm running up, I'm going to use Inspiring Presence to everybody to show how, oh my god, he's going up, he's going to face the main guy.
You don't need to roll, you automatically succeed.
Cool. Everybody gets +1.
Yes.
Oh shit, I don't want to use my experience yet. Alright, I won't do it yet until we get to the big guy. So yeah, I lead the charge. We're the fighting's heaviest. The commander of the
Yeah,
Lions is there.
I feel like the blade in my hand is like limited in strikes, don't I? Like just
Yes.
like before when I used only one hit before.
He did say he could use a few swings.
Yeah, the blade looks like it can handle a few swings, but it's fragile, so it's not gonna last long.
So I'm gonna make sure to swap that out for my other sword as I try cutting my way through his army towards him.
By the way, Alexander, all the heroes are rallying up on you and they're looking towards you to give them orders, even though they're more like let's be honest, they're heroes, so they have huge fucking egos. But they've decided that this is your fight and they're going to support you, so they're looking towards you for orders. Just saying. And as this is going on, this guy seems pretty ticked off since you three are pretty much the ones that fight him first and rally these people here. So he looks back towards his army and says, "Leave them to me. Hellscream, you handle the rest of these rats." Or whatever, I don't know. Decay! Ah, that was not. So yeah, he calls out Hellscream, his commander forward to deal with the rest while he handles you guys.
Oh, wasn't this
He
the
seems
guy
to be
inside
some kind
that
of
body?
beastmaster. What?
I thought this since he talked about Hellscream, I thought this would be the dude on the demon side. You remember a guy who punched me really, really hard?
Who punched you very hard? I don't remember.
Remember on the demon side, he had the mask. He looked kind of like a ninja.
Oh no, that was someone else.
That was him.
I
That was a
thought so.
manifestation of this blade. That was the blade's manifestation on the demon side.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I
See,
guess.
somebody remembers, you fuckers.
Well, he had
remember
actual
because-
purpose.
So
He
yeah,
did,
this guy
to get the
steps
demons
forward and
out.
he looks like he's coming right for you guys.
I just yell for the Lions,
I'm
take the
actually
lead,
gonna
blah, blah,
point-
blah, help the heroes.
I'm going to
and
point
then-
towards the heroes, and I'm going to go act as the wedge, and it's like battle your way towards Hellscream. Use archers to cover your flanks.
They do as you say, and even though, like I said, they're not really trained to act as a unit, they do surprisingly well together.
I tell the Lions to hold the line, like to hold the other demons
Line
off.
of the wedge, yeah. So you
Yeah.
Okay.
So the
they
heroes
will
can
do as
take
you
the
ask,
big
and
guy.
since they have a +1, they're gonna do a pretty good job of it.
Alright. And then I'm just gonna look at Alexander and nod. That's all I do.
I'm going to nod, and I'm going to look back towards Leela.
Yeah. Let's bathe in their blood.
Yeah! She's just having a whale of a time fighting. But yeah, it's time to go and face this guy.
Yeah, he's coming
Yeah.
right for you guys. If
I
you
will
don't
wait
make
for
the
him.
first move, he will.
It's
I'm
like,
gonna look at
Roger,
Alexander and say,
charge.
yeah. Oh fuck, okay.
It's like
Roderick's
it's
gonna
a
hit
charge
the
of your
shield.
it's like yeah, charge of your shield, and I'll be right behind you.
He has the giant mouth. It's gonna eat people.
Let's
Anyway,
see how resolute your friends are once I'm bathing in your blood.
Roderick actually gets a battle crazy, like looking like just smiles. Lions fear nothing. And he's just gonna start charging. And then
Lions.
I'm just
Ha!
hoping
More like pathetic cups.
I don't respond. Because are you following me in, Alex?
Yeah, I'm following
or
right
not?
behind you. I'm using you as a battering ram to team.
Wow, how heroic.
Alright, hack and slash.
Go for it.
That's the thing though, this is called tactics. I'm using him to clash with first attack. and
Quickly,
I'm gonna
meat
take
shield,
the opening.
protect me!
or you could take it like that, you know.
Okay, do you wanna do extra damage?
No, because I already do like 1d10 plus 1d4 plus 1d8.
Go for it.
Slash roll 10 plus 1d8 plus.
Nice. As you slam your blade into him, he's, like I already said, he's just a walking armor with just spirit force inside him. Your blade hits so hard that it pierces through the armor and it hits the mass inside. He
I'm trying to
wobbles
free the
out,
souls.
like, phases in and out of existence for a moment and pulls back. And as soon as he pulls back, the armor starts to regenerate itself. But the energy inside him, you feel like there was a disturbance. He definitely felt that one. It kind of upset his, shall we say, groove a little bit.
I'm gonna tell the shield to shut up, and I'm like, as you know, I'm like getting down, and I'm gonna look at Alexander and like, motion my head. You wanna jump off it? Off me?
Yeah, that's the thing. As you're going there, you attack, get down, and I'm going to attempt to basically overhead jump swing at him.
Are
the
you
shield
using,
one, that's-
what are you using to fight?
Well, since I'm fighting the main guy, I'm actually going to take out the main sword.
Okay. Keep in mind your divine damage is gonna work with that blade, so...
Right. Oh, I've got tab open. Hack and slash time.
Yeah, I would just say that's a fucking cool scene. I come in, you attack, you jump off the shield, and you're just like, fuck you.
7. Do your damage.
Right, one
Do
second.
your normal damage. I'll tell you what the sword will do later.
Okay. Hang on a second then. Oh, and that's with the divine stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
And we're 1d10 for... 1d10 plus 2. Yeah, that is my mark for glory. Yeah, it is.
Fuck.
Yeah, but before you get too excited, Roderick, keep in mind the only reason he outdid you on damage is because of the 1d10 and he gets that versus corrupt enemies only. So.
No, I know, I just said, damn, that was a good damage roll. That wasn't like,
Yeah.
I wasn't jealous or anything.
Jesus, that's 16 fucking damage, wow. As you thrust your blade forward, it goes right through the chest piece into the into the center of his mass. He lets out a scream, and the burning embers inside him flare up like fire, and that fire actually burns you. It burns you for 7 damage, and that's basically his counterattack, even though it wasn't on purpose. But what ends up happening is, your blade, when it gets stuck inside him, it starts stealing his power, and it takes a big chunk of his power. Literally sucks it into the blade, and the blade becomes more firm in form. The guy stumbles backwards and actually falls off his feet, obviously not letting go of his blade.
Oh, he falls on his feet.
As he's on the ground, he seems to be weakened for the moment. He's flickering again, like phasing in and out of existence. He tries to catch his breath, and the demons begin to surround him to protect him.
Nope,
Wait a
Roderick's
minute.
gonna
No, hang on.
Wait,
he's actually gonna.
I'll-
Yeah, but he's actually gonna give an order because somebody hasn't gone yet. He's gonna go, Tavila, use your fire. Burn the demons around him.
Okay, that's one code.
Yeah, fire breath.
and then I'm going to turn
Wait,
into the avatar.
Hang on, she hasn't taken the turn yet.
Fire breath.
Fire!
7. So the demons that were trying to surround him, the shadows begin to melt.
Yeah.
And then Roderick
Yeah, now
comes
you.
right in and he's gonna stab the giant ethereal sword.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, sorry, he gets a 20 now. Fuck, I'm gonna reroll that.
No wait,
we're
first you
working
gotta roll to hit. Roll a hack and slash first.
Oh, okay, that's, yeah.
We roll damage again.
You
Hmm.
roll damage, dude,
Oh,
not
I
damage.
rolled damage? Oh.
There you go.
Okay, do you wanna kill
Finally.
extra?
No, because I already do even more damage. I do like 2d10 now,
Okay,
because
go.
of the strength. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Curse.
7.
Wait, don't you have a
no.
reroll damage?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you can reroll once a day.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll that.
I think now
Fuck
is
him.
probably the best chance you have of
Or
doing
once
this.
per battle. 14.
No, it's better.
It's fucking better than a 7.
As you slam your sword into the ethereal blade as it was flickering and not in full strength, you manage to land a pretty devastating blow. The armor begins to shake and cripple, and it begins to erode. It seems the guy is not giving up though. As this happens, he immediately turns into a shadow and disappears into the army, showing up somewhere behind it, but he is down on his knees. And he looks exhausted from that exchange.
I'm going to look at Alexander and with a huge, like, heavily distorted voice, he's gonna say, "Follow me." Oh shit! No. Hey, Alex, how do you want to be thrown?
It's like
Oh my gosh.
phone.
And I'm gonna grab you with the huge hand.
As he's saying this, by the way, as Alexander's saying this, he is using his magic on himself.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
there
I'm
we
gonna
go.
give you a head. So you're gonna go like fucking Mach 1, and then you're gonna fly to him in Mach 1. Alright? So,
Cool.
strength test to throw. Yep.
Oh,
I can take
it
that.
works on both accounts. There we go.
Whoosh. Ah! Project, you asshole!
Alexander, roll hack and slash.
So,
Right. Do you wanna do extra damage?
No, because I've already got a boost with my magic power.
all I gotta say is, Alex and Roderick, best team ever.
Roll damage.
Yep, I am.
Roderick, you grab Alexander by the collar like some street cat, and you just spin around and hurl him like he weighs nothing. Alexander flies over the the shadow beings that this being rolls up. Some actually leap into the air to catch Alexander and stop him. But thanks to the lions and the other heroes, they support you with arrows and magic. Nothing gets anywhere close to Alexander. He flies through the air and ends up just a few meters away from this guy who's still on his knees. He's caught completely off guard. Alexander, as you swing your blade, you completely decapitate him and pierce through the armor with the blade. The armor crumbles into pieces. You feel resentment, anger, rage. 6 months worth of build-up. Everything suddenly bursts forward. You feel the very horrors of war seep into your every pore. All the resentment, all the pain, all the loss, all the hatred, everything. The blade cracks and erodes. and with it the entire demon army crumbles and becomes shadows again that disappear. The armor is destroyed, and the blade, its life flickers away. It's now just an old sword and nothing more. That with the clanging foot, it collapses to the ground.
Congratulations, Team
Wow.
Roderick.
You got
By the way,
wrecked.
Alexander is basically after all the things he experienced at once, Alexander is just about ready to collapse. But he's like on one knee. It's like, ugh.
I'm gonna go rush over to him. Like, are you okay?
Fine. I'm a hero after all.
You know, heroes can collapse too sometimes.
No. They have to stand. That's what I learned. He's gonna
He's
stand
gonna
back
look
up.
towards. He's gonna look towards the lions, and he's like, "If you don't mind, I think this may be over."
They're all celebrating and letting out excited yells and such. So
I'm gonna go with him.
Alexander's gonna actually turn towards the group of heroes. He's just there in stoic silence for a minute. He can't believe what he's done.
they're all very happy and excited, and they're all showering you with praise.
But as they are doing that, Alexander is looking down towards his hand and the missing mark and the missing feeling of that power.
One of them notices that and slaps you hard on the back and smiles. Don't worry about it. You're one of us now. And he gives you a thumbs up.
So I really am a hero, huh? It's been a long time.
Unfortunately, the moment of, shall we say, happiness doesn't last long. Because
damn it.
you hear the heavy doors that lead to the throne room creaking. Someone is opening them and walking past them. It's actually two individuals that you do not recognize. The one that's the larger one and opened the doors is this guy.
Oh dear.
Usually these doors need like 5 or 6 guards on both sides to open the doors, but he opened them by himself. And next to him, you see another shadow that quickly disappears, but only for a second, because you see the cries and screams, you hear the cries and screams of your men. The heroes and the lions are being cut down
Oh.
by this guy, who just quickly weaves in and out and starts killing them, beheading them one by one. He's extremely fast. In a few seconds, you don't. By the time you realize what's going on, it takes only a few seconds. All the lions and the heroes lie dead. You three are the only ones left in the room.
He's probably holding like a dead lion because like he probably like collapsed on him. And you just see rage upon him.
Alexander
The other guy and
sword.
this guy surround you, and it looks like they're getting ready to attack you.
You're dead. You're all dead. He just yells out, and then shit. Still have Avatar because I still have some time. And he's gonna like throw back his fist and punch at the guy that threw the gates open.
The guy that opened the gates. Okay, so you wanna
big
attack
guy.
him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually they eat one of them.
Okay, Roderick, hack and slash, go.
I know.
Okay, do you wanna do extra?
No.
Okay. 19. Wow, that's.
Finally, we get good
Okay.
rolls.
Okay, guys.
As you strike at this guy, he tries to use his left arm, which is heavily armored, to protect himself.
No. He can, because I
But
want
you
to fucking
still-
destroy his arm.
But you still manage to land a pretty heavy blow on him, like he's gushing out. you definitely hit a critical wound. His entire chest is busted open. Like you can almost see his ribcage and his heart. That's definitely a critical wound.
Oh,
He
I was
takes
going.
he takes
No,
a
for the
step
critical.
back.
Hang on. I just want to go for a critical wound. I wanted him to get his left arm, and we're gonna punch each other, and then his arm explodes.
Sorry. As
Yeah,
you inflict this massive wound on him, he takes a few steps back. He's incredibly nimble despite his position. You see that he doesn't make a sound for some reason, even though he took such a serious wound. He's making no voice, no sound, nothing leaves his lips. His body makes a few weird gestures. Let's see. No, none of you would know about it. His hands make some strange gestures, which none of you recognize, so none of you will roll about it. As soon as he is done making the gestures, you see his wound rapidly begin to heal and close.
Okay, I'll be right back.
In the meantime, since this guy took quite the beating, his partner darts in. Alexander, he's coming for you. What do you do?
Alexander is going to attempt to feint him.
Okay,
Since
roll plus wisdom.
I might as well try.
And you succeed. What are you doing?
Basically, he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait until the last moment because he probably witnessed what he did to the others, and he's gonna duck under his attack and then attempt to slash across his midsection.
Okay, you don't
Right.
need to roll for hit because you already managed to trick him. Roll damage. Keep in mind your divine strength doesn't work on him.
So I only get the +2 then. Since
Are
that's
you
a
using
natural
the
buff.
hero blade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I only get the +2. Damn it. Oh, that's not bad actually.
As you try to hit him with the heroic blade, your blade suddenly stops. It's not by your enemy's desire. You see that the blade literally like dematerializes, so it does not harm him. And as soon as it leaves its body, the blade materializes again. The blade just refused to hit him.
Alexander's rightfully shocked. He's like, why?
Luckily for you, your opponent is confused as well, so he just steps backwards.
I take this moment to charge the guy.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah.
My sword is defective. It doesn't cut people anymore. The armor broke it.
Shit.
Taliwa, you can go ahead and mark EXP for that. In your dragon
Yeah.
form, as you try to charge him, you fail. He jumps over you, and as he is jumping right over you as you're passing behind him, he uses his blade and quick draws to slash at your back.
Aww.
He hits you for 12 damage.
Okay, wait. I have a quick question. Did we heal from last time or no? Are we same
No.
health? Okay, I shed.
Same health.
I fucking shed.
Okay, you shed.
I have 11 health.
Oh,
That would've-
I think I should
killed me.
heal you.
as you seem to be worse for wear, this guy doesn't skip a beat. As soon as he lands, he immediately dashes towards you, Taliwa, to finish you off.
I want to come in now.
Okay, go for it.
I want. A big arm comes over, and he's gonna try to like smash him with the bottom of his fist.
Okay, hack and slash then.
It's like so you see Roderick's like avatar facing the guy, and you just see like another torso come out of the back, and then attack the guy.
The hell are these people?
9. Okay, so since you're trying to interrupt rather than just attack him, I'm gonna give you some options, Roderick.
Mhm.
Right. Either you can hit him for half damage and he is gonna get an attack on you. You can deal full damage to him and see what happens, but if he manages to recover through it, he's still going to attack Taliwa. Or you can just waste your attack opportunity and block him. But he's not gonna get Taliwa, but he's going to attack you. But you're gonna get the defense bonus.
Alright, I'll just interrupt him.